Why? No matter what the season or the time. I just want you close.
Strengths: fearless, climbing, speed, boomerang.
Some of your favorite stars have hidden layers to their identities that you might not have known about. From Wentworth Miller, but most of us know him as Michael Schofield,
Just trying to fly low, avoid the radar, boss. Do my time.
to pop Princess Halsey.
Tell me how's it feel sitting up there feeling so.
It's time to dive deep into the world of fame and uncover the surprising backgrounds of 20 celebrities you didn't know were actually black. Trust us, you won't see these stars the same way again.
Come back, baby, please, 'cause we belong.
Mariah Carey, born March 27, 1969, in Huntington, New York, is the ultimate pop diva. Her dad's African-American and Afro-Venezuelan, while her mom's Irish. Talk about a cultural cocktail.
I feel like I was hated on by certain people in my family for having the lighter hair.
Life wasn't just glam for Mariah. She dealt with challenges from her mixed background and her parents split when she was just 3. Raised by her opera singer mom, Mariah's musical talent blossomed. In her memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, she opens up about her identity struggles, feeling like she didn't fit into either the black or white communities.
Tell me how's it feel sitting up there feeling so.
Next up, Halsey, born Ashley Nicolette Frangipane, is the pop star shaking things up in the music scene. Born in Edison, New Jersey in '94, she's got a mix of African-American, Italian, Hungarian, and Irish roots that totally influence her music.
Of course, I would love to. The Black Creators Funding Initiative was started right at the beginning of the quarantine. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and we kind of just got a little kick to get it done faster this year.
Identifying as a black woman, Halsey's aware she can appear white-passing, which complicates her connection to her black culture. Despite the perks her looks bring, she stays true to her roots and uses her platform to uplift the black community and address racial injustice. Proud of where she comes from, Halsey works hard to live her truth.
Why? No matter what the season or the time.
Next up, Jennifer Beals. Jennifer Beals' rise to fame is almost as legendary as her role in Flashdance. This Chicago native had an African-American dad and an Irish-American mom. Tragically, her dad passed away when she was just 9, which left a big mark on her.
Literally, after my dad died, my mom found out that we had $400 in the bank.
Really?
And she had $400 in the bank. That was it.
Growing up biracial wasn't always easy. She felt out of place in a mostly African-American neighborhood and faced teasing, struggling to fit in with her mixed roots. Back then, few on-screen faces looked like hers, making it tough to find relatable role models. Up next, Slash, if you can believe that. Born Saul Hudson on July 23, 1965, in London, Slash is a guitar god best known for his work with Guns N' Roses. His mom, Ola, was an African-American costume designer, while his dad, Anthony, was a white English artist. They moved to LA when he was 6, and despite some family struggles, music became his escape. He got hooked on guitar as a teen and has a unique view on race, shaped by his childhood experiences. Moving on, Troyan Bellisario is next.
Hard enough for you.
It's 9.
Troyan Bellisario's got entertainment in her DNA. Born in LA to TV producer Donald P. Bellisario and actress Deborah Pratt, she's rocking a mix of Italian, Serbian, and African-American roots. Talk about a cultural mashup.
This afternoon, and I have to make those campaign calls.
Yeah, I've been pretty...
Troyan jumped into acting early, debuting at just 3 in her dad's movie, Last Rites. But she didn't skip out on education. She graduated from USC with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. She's opened up about bottling up feelings growing up, which led to some self-destructive habits. Next is Pete Wentz.
I'm the kind of guy that just plays within the pocket and tries to be a part of the team, so simple works best for me.
Pete Wentz, the guy from Fall Out Boy with those epic lyrics, was born Peter Louis Kingston Wentz III on June 5, 1979, in Wilmette, Illinois. His fam has a cool mixed heritage. Dad's got English and German roots, and Mom's Afro-Jamaican. So yeah, his upbringing was anything but average. Growing up in a well-off suburb, Pete faced his own challenges feeling out of place in a mostly white neighborhood. But instead of hiding, he's embraced his mixed heritage and speaks out about race and representation. Next up, Rashida Jones.
Well, actually, we looked at a 2-bedroom in Brooklyn Heights right now. For you?
Rashida Jones was practically born for stardom. With music legend Quincy Jones and actress Peggy Lipton as parents, she grew up in Hollywood royalty. After graduating from Harvard in '97 with a degree in religion and philosophy, she chose to pursue the arts instead.
That's just like, I think it's just kind of like a thing in our family, you know? Like that's, like, hip-hop was such a huge part of my childhood.
In Hollywood, Rashida faced challenges, often being told she was too black for one role and too white for another. Next is the Duchess of Sussex herself.
But if you don't think I have a basis for all the you've pulled over the years I've been...
Meghan Markle, born on August 4, 1981, in L.A., has an amazing story. Her mom is an African-American social worker, and her dad's a Caucasian TV lighting director. Growing up biracial wasn't easy, especially after her parents split when she was 6. But she thrived in school, studying theater and international relations at Northwestern. She became famous as Rachel Zane on Suits, 2011 to 2017, while also pushing for gender equality and social justice. Then in 2016, she started dating Prince Harry, and the media frenzy went into overdrive. Next is a controversial one, Edgar Hoover.
The tendency to judge the strength of the Communist Party by its membership in numbers is fallacious, and I think can lead us into very serious trouble.
Edgar Hoover, the sketchy former head of the FBI, wasn't exactly winning any gold stars for his take on race. This guy was straight-up racist and used his power to target civil rights leaders like MLK. He saw black folks as a threat and had the FBI doing all kinds of shady stuff to spy on, intimidate, and mess with activists. Not cool, Hoover. Next is Wentworth Miller.
Just trying to fly low, avoid the radar, boss. Do my time.
Wentworth Miller, a.k.a. Michael Schofield from Prison Break, has an equally fascinating backstory. Born in England to American parents, he has a rich heritage mix. African-American, Jamaican, German, and English from his dad, plus Swedish and Lebanese from his mom. His family moved to Brooklyn when he was a baby. He attended Princeton, earning a degree in English Lit, but headed to Hollywood instead of the literary world. Wentworth has opened up about the ups and downs of being biracial and the importance of representation. Next is the legendary Clark Gable.
Well, I'm a lawyer from Philadelphia that comes over here to Italy and finds that Sophia has latched on to my brother's young...
Clark Gable, the OG Hollywood superstar from Gone with the Wind, had a pretty mixed bag when it came to race. Sure, he claimed to support equality, but let's be honest. He grew up in a time when segregation was the norm. One legendary moment? In '39, he straight up skipped the Gone with the Wind premiere in Atlanta because he wasn't cool with the whole segregation scene. And speaking of surprises, let's talk about the notorious FBI director, Edgar Hoover. Next up, Cash Warren.
This is my husband, Cash, so I do know what that is.
I know who that guy is.
Who is that guy? He's correcting me already.
Cash Warren, producer, businessman, and husband of Jessica Alba, was born on January 10, 1979, in L.A. His dad, Michael Warren, starred in Hill Street Blues, and his mom, Sue Naramore, worked behind the scenes. Growing up biracial, Cash had a unique childhood. He studied political science at Yale and got his start in Hollywood as Tim Story's assistant on Fantastic Four in 2004, where he met Jessica. Despite challenges in a mostly white neighborhood, Cash embraces his roots. He co-founded Verso Entertainment, focusing on socially relevant documentaries and pushing for diversity in media. Next up is Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson, born on October 3, 1983, in L.A., is a talented actress with a diverse background. Her dad is an Afro-Panamanian singer, and her mom has Mexican and European roots. Growing up in L.A. and Brooklyn, she embraced different cultures and later studied cultural anthropology. Tessa's been open about her experience as a light-skinned black woman and tackled issues of colorism and identity in her work, thanks to her mom's support in embracing her blackness. Next is Alicia Keys.
I just want you close.
Alicia Keys, born Alicia Augello Cook on January 25, 1981 in New York City, is a total music icon. With an African-American dad and an Italian-Irish mom, she grew up in Hell's Kitchen, and that mix influenced her style. She embraces her black identity and fights for equality and representation. Through her charity work with Keep a Child Alive, she backs her words with action. Alicia promotes self-acceptance in her music, encouraging everyone to own who they are and pushing for more representation of black women in media. Total queen energy. Next up is Maya Rudolph. Maya Rudolph, born July 27, 1972 in Gainesville, Florida, comes from entertainment royalty. Her mom is the legendary soul singer Minnie Riperton, known for the iconic hit Lovin' You, while her dad, Richard Rudolph, is a composer with Jewish roots from Europe. Maya's opened up about feeling like an outsider in both black and white circles, struggling with her identity in a mostly white neighborhood. She's been real about the challenges with her hair and not seeing anyone who looked like her in the media. She's the first black woman to snag back-to-back Emmys and advocating for more diversity in Hollywood. J. Cole is seriously one of the realest in hip-hop, and he keeps it 100. Through his music, he breaks down what it's like being black in America, shining a light on the messed up systems and everyday struggles people face. Cole isn't shy about getting real about police brutality and how the justice system is totally rigged against people of color, calling out the mass incarceration that's still a huge issue.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind.
Logic, a.k.a. Sir Robert Bryson Hall II, was born on January 22, 1990 in Rockville, Maryland, and he's a big name in rap today. Growing up mixed race in Gaithersburg, he faced a tough environment with parents battling addiction and family drama. Logic proudly claims both sides of his identity, but often gets seen as just a white dude, leaving him feeling misunderstood. This white passing situation has sparked some drama about his authenticity. The Rock is next.
Strength, fearless. Climbing, speed, boomerang.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was born on May 2, 1972 in Hayward, California. His dad, Rocky Johnson, was a black wrestling legend, and his mom, Ada, is from Samoa and part of wrestling royalty. Dwayne grew up surrounded by both cultures and wrestling. He faced a lot of questions about his identity and didn't want to be boxed in as just a black wrestler. He's so much more. Next up, Carol Channing.
Raspberry!
Carol Channing was an iconic performer born on January 31, 1921, in Seattle. She rocked Broadway with roles like Dolly in Hello, Dolly, and starred in Thoroughly Modern Millie. Though she revealed her mixed African-American and German roots as a teen, she kept it under wraps for most of her career to avoid typecasting. In her autobiography, she shared the complexities of her identity and the challenges she faced. And finally, Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter has a unique background. His dad is African-American, and his mom has Irish and German roots. Growing up biracial, he learned hard work and respect from his parents, especially his strict mom, who kept him on his grind. After events like George Floyd's murder, Jeter's been outspoken about the need for change, using his platform to tackle systemic racism.